Let's have a look at this problem for multiplication. And this type of problem really reinforces the importance of building student understanding through using the concrete materials and also the rectangle representation of multiplication. So 705 times 3 means that we have 3 groups of 705. And the tricky bit here is this 0. That's where students often hit a roadblock with how they deal with that 0. But of course, if we think of our place value system, 0 is a placeholder. It lets us know when we're using our digits to represent a number that if we have a 7 followed by a 0 and then a 5, that 7 is the hundreds. The 0 tells us there are no tens. So, as we have done with previous multiplication problems, we're going to represent 705 times by 3 as a rectangle. A rather small rectangle this time. Okay, so we have 3 lots of 705, and we can partition the 705 into 700 plus, we don't have any tens, so it's just going to be 700 plus 5. And that gives us 2 rectangles within our bigger rectangle of 3 times 705. We have the 3 by 5 rectangle, 3 times 5, and we have the 3 by 700. So as we're doing this, we're going to do 2 steps because there are 2 rectangles here. The first one, 3 times 5 is 15. We then have our second rectangle, 3 by 700, which is going to be 2,100. Now, if your student is having difficulty with 3 times 700, you could have partitioned it into 3 groups of 700 and seen the repeat addition there to calculate that 3 times 700 is 2,100. In other words, sorry, I'll just make that clear. So we could have seen that there were 3 groups, 1, 2, 3 of 700. And the repeat addition, so 700 plus 700 plus 700, may assist them to see that it's 2,100. So over here, I'm going to write 2,100, trying to keep my places there. And when I say places, I'm talking about keeping our place value columns. And now it's 5 plus 0 is 5. 1 plus 0, but it's 110 plus 0 tens gives me 110. We have no hundreds, so it's 0 plus 100. It's going to be 100, and no thousands, so it's 2,000.